Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be broken up into two parts. And the first part is I'm going to go into this Costco and kind of just stroll around and do a price check. But the most important part I feel is, and I'm going to tell you why I think it's the most important part, is that I came across a place that takes care of kids. They take care of kids when families have had a problem, or let's say, for example, let me just go ahead and pick out a scenario so they can understand. This place, let's say, for example, a mom and her children have to leave their homes because it's not a safe place to be. So they'll go to this place, and while the mother's being interviewed, to be placed somewhere, or to be taken care of, then there's licensed social workers there that actually look after the kids. They have toys for them to play with, and they feed them if they're hungry. And that's where I come in. So I found out about this place, and I contacted the person who takes care of their food and stuff like that, which just happens to be Wendy. She used to work at the food bank, and when I contacted them, she recognized who I was, and she was like, Rudy, so she gave me a call back, and you'll see her, or hopefully you'll see her. We'll see if she's there or available, because there's always something going on there. But anyways, they need food. They need food for kids, so I told them to make me a list of the things that they need, that they want. And it's not really like food because they're going to feed these kids because they're starving, or because they're food insecure, but because they just need to keep them occupied, give them a little snack here or there whenever they ask for it or want it. So I told them to make me a list of the foods that they normally like, and that's what we're going to go and pick up, and then we're going to go drop it off. And this is the reason why I feel that this part of the video will be the more important part. And that's because I'm hoping that a lot of people here in Fairbanks will watch this video and actually, donate to this place. All right. And when we get there, I'll let Wendy tell you everything about the place, what they do, the name. I'll leave the phone number on a pinned comment. That way, if anyone that lives here in Fairbanks would like to donate to this place, that they can go ahead and do it. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's go into Costco. Let's see what they got. I haven't been here in a little bit. You would think that I've been here a lot in the last week, but I haven't been here in a little bit. So let's go on in. Let's see what they got. Let's see what the prices are like. One of my friends actually came here a couple of days ago. He texted me and said, hey, man, the prices are getting higher. Well, let's start off with this food saver, ladies and gentlemen. Look, these guys are on sale right now, $99.99. I think that's a pretty good deal for these. Now, remember I told you that these are the kinds of things that you're going to see at good prices for a while because they've got a glut of them sitting off the coast of California. The bags, not such a great price, but if you move over to the Kirkland brand, $23.99, and look at how much stuff they bring. So I had to use a few of these straps to strap up my fuel tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and pick another one of these up to replace the ones that I used. And these are $25.99. They're a bit more expensive than what they normally used to be. They used to be $19.99 for a pack of 4, which is a great deal. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that everyone should have. Some straps like this, they'll come in handy when you least expect that you're going to need some. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. These used to be $9.99 like less than a year ago. Now 14 bucks. That's like almost a 50% increase, 40% increase. These guys used to be around $11, $12, $16. Just like I've been saying, the junk that you don't need, the stuff that really doesn't bring value to your life, that's not food, that's not water, that's not fuel. Those things, the prices are not bad. So you see the electronics and stuff, but this used to be less than $10. I remember these being like $6 and change, $7. Actually, these are not these. These are these, $8.29. This one right here, $8.89, are the individual cereal cups. So I think I'm going to get a couple. They didn't ask for this, but I think I'm going to get a couple of these at least. They did ask for like granola bars and single serving like potato chips, things like that. So that's going to be definitely on our way out. I do have to find some fruit cups. They asked for fruit cups, but I didn't see any. Let's go see if we can find some. The cheese is going up also. 17 bucks for this 5 pound of the Mexican style blend. Almost $17 for your regular mild cheddar or cheddar jack. Same price for the just mild cheddar. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, these used to be like 11, 12 bucks. Now they're $16. Everything, it all adds up. $1 here, $3 there. No, $17 for this 5-pound bag. Look at this. This is like a premium cheddar cheese, and it's almost $20 for a 5-pound bag. Where this used to be like $14. And look at this. $10.99 for a 3-pound tub of Philadelphia cream cheese. That's really going up in price a good amount. Goodness. Oh, I think we'll pick one of these up. This is pretty good price too for this. This is kind of like a snack, a kid-friendly snack, right? So let's go ahead and pick one of these up. And they didn't ask for this, but I'm picking up stuff that I also think kids would like, that would bring a smile to their face. Now I do need to get some eggs for my house, and these only went up about 30 cents. They used to be $7.69, now they're $7.99. Not a big increase, but it's still about 5%. So let me get a couple of these for the house. And we also need some half and half. And the half and half hasn't changed in price after the last price hike. These used to be $4 and change. Now they're $5 and change, but they haven't changed in price since the last time that they brought it up to $5.69. And if you're a milk drinker and you want to drink organic milk here and from Costco in Fairbanks, $17 for 2 gallons. This brings 4 1.5 gallon cartons. And this is for my house also. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, in my opinion, this butter is better tasting than that butter. But the price is a lot different. $9.99 for this and $13.99 for these. And these are the only singles frozen pizzas that they have here. And they bring 12 per pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 5 of these boxes. And this is actually not a bad price. They come out to $1 a piece if you're buying them for yourself. Not a bad price. But let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't tried this, this is really good. We tried it here about a month ago or so, and it's really, really good. And one pizza will take care of a family of 4. So let's go ahead and grab 5 of these. And there we go. Just went ahead and grabbed 8 of them just to make it a full case. A little easier that way. And in reality, I'm pretty sure that they go through those pretty quick. Another one, this one, ladies and gentlemen, this cauliflower crust pizza is actually really good. I think we had the Kirkland brand. It's actually really good. It was very, very tasty. I was surprised. Prices are a little bit crazy. $20.49 for 25 pounds of sugar. You should know this by now. Never make your own brown sugar, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot cheaper to use just regular white sugar and put a little molasses in it. You can make it to whatever strength or however strong of a molasses flavor you want. Now this flour right here, this 20-pound bag of, or 20-pound 2 bags of organic flour, these used to be less than $10, $9.99, $15.69. Can anyone out there tell me that prices aren't going up? And let me know if you think that they're going to continue to go up. Because in my opinion, they definitely are. Remember I used to talk about this oil all the time because this is what I grew up on? All right, yes, I know this is poison, don't use it, whatever. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people use this oil. But when I picked up my 2 containers that I have put away, it was $19.99. Look at that. Canola oil, yes, I know it's not good for you, but it's the price. It's what people have to eat. People that can't afford to buy the expensive olive oils, right? Because look at this, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a poor family, if you're poor, are you going to buy 2 quarts of oil for $13.69, or roughly a gallon and a half of oil for $14.89? I mean, it's not a hard decision to make for someone who's on a real strict budget and who's just trying to keep their heads above water and keep food on the table. Just to let you know, if you guys like egg noodles, these are really, really good. There's the price, $9. This went up in price, $22.99 for 25 pounds of Calrose rice. Here's your basmati, $28 for 20 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Jasmine rice, $40 for 50 pounds. $21.29 for 25 pounds. This is my favorite rice, $41 for 50 pounds. And this is wrong, this should be over there. This is $14.99 for 25 pounds, but these are the 50 pounders. But you can see those are the 25 pounders over there, $15. And for the 50 pounders, $28 for long grain rice. Now they did ask for mac and cheese, and I am going to get them a couple boxes at $16 a box, which went up in price as well. Kind of breaks my heart because I know these are going to be on sale, $4 off like in another 2 or 3 days, but I'm bringing them their food today, so it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and grab some of these little sausages, grab them a couple cases of this. They didn't ask for this, but I know that kids like this because my kids like this stuff, and I eat it every once in a while. And they did ask for ramen noodles, ladies and gentlemen. I understand how you're feeling right now. All right, but they did ask for this, and kids eat this stuff. 48 pack for $9.89. I believe that when stores start to get stripped and panic ensues, these are the kinds of foods that are going to go first. Are the cheaper foods, and then going on up the line. Now they did ask me to bring them some rice, and I try to convince them to learn how to cook rice from scratch. And they said, well, we really don't have the the people to be able to do that. And although I've had this rice before and I don't recommend it, I just don't like the way it tastes. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these just so that they can have it, because it's not very often that they do have kids asking them for rice. All right, so now what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is work our way up to the front of the store where they have the granola bars and the individual packs of chips. Pick that up, and then we're good to go. And here's some granola bars. For those of you that want to know what the price of this is, it's $9.79 for 60 bars. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab 5 boxes of these. And these, I'm pretty sure that kids would like these because they're pretty much eating a candy bar, right? They're sweet, full of sugar. All right, this is our last thing. We're going to go ahead and pick up a couple of boxes of these chips, and then we will go ahead and introduce you all to Wendy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is everything we got. I think I got a little more than what I was expecting to get. This stuff up here is my stuff. And this is the room that we have to work with. Look at this. My truck is clean for the most part, except for that little bit. This is the room we have to work with. I think I'll be able to fit everything in here and then put my stuff in the front seat. So let's see what happens. And there you have it. Not a bad load. Not a bad load at all. And I got my stuff up front. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and head over there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and address this really quick. Some people are going to say, why don't you keep your donations private? Well, how am I supposed to let people know, even if it's just people here from Fairbanks, know that this place exists? So if you're watching this video and you live here in Fairbanks, when I introduce you to Wendy and I show you exactly where it is that I'm going and what they do, and put in the comments, did you even know that this place existed? I didn't know it existed. So if I put it out there, people will know, hey, this place is actually there. And if you ever have an extra box of cereal, or if you ever want to donate to a good cause, this is a place that you can donate to. AP, why don't they go to the food bank? Well, because most of the food that they get are just kid specific. So you actually have to go shopping for it. At the food bank, they give you food that you can survive on. This is just like, I guess you would call it transitory food that they're needing over there in order to take care of kids for 2 or 3 hours while their parents settle whatever it is that they need to settle at that time. So like I said, let's head on over there. Let's meet Wendy. I can't wait to see her. I haven't seen her in a long time. Now, for those of you that live in Fairbanks and want to know where this place is, it is right across from the food bank. And that right there is the Fairbanks Food Bank right there. And this place is right here. Like I said, I always forget the name and mess it up, but I want to make sure that I get the name right. That way, if you do want to come in here and do a little bit of local support, then you know where it is. And it's RCPC. I forget what that stands for. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and park it. We're gonna give Wendy a call and she's gonna come out and meet us. I don't think we're gonna be able to get a tour of the inside because I believe they have an active case going on right now, meaning that they have some kids in there that they need to take care of. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize because I don't ever remember the name of anything. It took me forever to remember Fairbanks Food Bank, believe it or not. But this is RCPC, and right there, I'm not sure if you can read it, it says Resource Center for Parents and Children. And that's what they do here. Now, you all know, well, I can't say you all know because we have a lot of new community members, so welcome and thank you for joining. So for those of you that don't know, whenever I do a charity or whenever I do some kind of donation, I try to research the place as best as I can, and I've got first-hand experience with this place, and it is a great place, and they do a great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I know that this place needs the stuff that we got for them. They do a great job. I have a feeling that someone is staring at me from the side. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at these two bandits. I think you probably recognize Wendy. Wendy's the one that used to work at the food bank, and I thought that she left the food bank to make the big bucks, but as you can see, she came here to help people. So that's awesome. And this is Miss Desiree. So before I show you all the stuff that we got, all right, I hope you have hungry kids in there. The reason that I wanted to include this in the video that I'm doing is, and I already explained to the viewers, is because to bring a little bit of recognition, because I bet you that a lot of the people in Fairbanks don't even know that this place is here and that you can use their help. So can you just give us a brief description of what it is that you do?
I'm gonna let Desiree take it.
Desiree's gonna do it.
Yeah,
all right.
she's gonna do it. For Stevie's Place, we work with kids that have been victims of maltreatment. So it can be anything from sex abuse, physical abuse, witness to a crime, and we provide advocacy services and forensic interview services. And so a forensic interview is a child-led interview that's non-interrogative, and you have to have special training to do that. So we provide those services and help law enforcement and OCS in those investigations to figure out what's happening in those kids' lives.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, the part that I saw, that I said I have first-hand experience with was, now, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and clarify this. When I say that I had first-hand experiences, that I was helping a friend out. It has nothing to do with my personal family. It's just that I was able to enter this facility to help out a friend. We're not going to talk about the case, obviously, but you have a facility in there where you have trained social workers that actually looks after the kids, make sure that they're safe, make sure that they're fed and happy.
Yes.
And that's what I'm all about, taking care of kids and feeding people.
We try and be as family friendly as possible. So we have a very, it's the most relaxing environment you possibly can make for kids when they're in this stressful situation. So we have a living room area with TV, toys, games. I have 1 to 2 staff that usually hang out with the kids, and they are playing with them, helping the family, answering questions. The advocate is usually meeting with the parents to see what their needs are, how we can help families, and it's outside of the case too. They need a referral to the food bank, we're going to help them if they need anything.
And one of my favorite parts is this. It's not federally funded.
It is not.
Yes, and I always tell my community,
well,
I rather
a little bit.
just but very minute, right? But most of it is community led, right?
Yes, we do need a lot of support.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to do. We have to take care of our own communities, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I love the food bank, and I found my other new home away from home. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, my production crew took the day off, and you know who my production crew is? Pretty much no one. So I'm gonna have to turn you all off so that we can unload this stuff, and then we'll go ahead and end it for this video. I wanted to say something really quick. First of all, thank you very, like I said, these ladies and their associates, they do a great job, and it is a service that is very greatly needed in our community, and I'm sure in many communities around the United States. But I want to just point something out to any of you that's watching this. Look, you don't have to do all this to help. Even if you just grab one box of something or a pack of something, and you know that the place needs it, bring it to them if you can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this within our community, because as long as your community is taken care of and the less federal government has to be involved, the better you guys will be. So ladies, I just wanted to say thank you again for what you do, and I hope that you go out of business very soon so that you don't have to provide this service, but I do know that it is a needed service. So Miss Wendy, thank you.
Good to see you.
And thank you, Miss Desiree.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Alaska Prepper, and I'm signing out. God bless you all. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I just talked to Wendy for about 5 minutes after I turned off the camera and signed off. And her husband's actually getting home today from an overseas deployment. He's in the Air Force. And I just want you to know that these people here, they don't do this for the money. No one is ever going to get rich doing this type of work. So I really do hope that you appreciate those that are in your community that do this type of work, because they know for a fact that they're not getting rich doing it. But they do it because it's in their heart to do so. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this is not me doing it. It's really us doing it. Without your support, without you watching my videos, without you putting up with this ugly mug here every once in a while on the videos that I put up, then I couldn't do this. So I truly do appreciate every one of you. God bless you all.